Oh, Ubisoft. Ubisoft. You always all you I see you in the comments making fun of me for how I say Ubisoft. Now I'm self-conscious and sad. The only way that you can make me feel better is by smashing that like button. And then there's a red subscribe button right below the video. I know like 40% of you aren't subscribed. So maybe just today will be the day I finally earn your subscription. Thank you. Thank you. All of you that continue to click that like and subscribe. I feel your support. Now, Ubisoft has been in some hot water in the last couple of weeks, obviously. This one from just 831, which I covered on this channel, they had a small clip in a mobile game that featured a fist as a part of Umbra, or bring the system down, kind of this indiscriminate bad guy that you fight against in the game. Well, of course, the perpetually offended children on Twitter got upset saying, but you're saying BLM bad, even though they weren't. The raised fist is not exclusive to BLM, never was. It's been around a long time. But that didn't stop them from being forced to apologize over the weekend for a cutscene in Tom Clancy's Elite Squad, a mobile game released last week, that they used a raised fist symbol associated with BLM movement to represent an in-game bad guy masquerading as on a populist front. The cutscene shows the world descending into chaos and introduces Umbra as a faceless organization that wants to build a new world order and a new threat emerging to take advantage of escalating civil unrest. The group claims to promote an egalitarian utopia to gain popular support, while behind the scenes it organizes all the chaos in the first place. I mean, is it really that far-fetched? I mean, look at the streets. By the way, hey, I want to say this, gamers. We're going into the weekend here if you're watching this video on Friday. I want to know what game you're playing. Let me know in the comments section down below. Are you playing video games this weekend? The world is just fine. I know that there's so much doom and gloom on TV and on Twitter and everything else. The world's pretty great. I would say that it's never, I know this might seem like a bold statement, but right now it's probably never been better than to be alive as a human on this planet. So don't get lost in the sauce of all the negativity. Enjoy yourself and enjoy the things that you enjoy, whether it's fishing, doing some hobby grade RC work, model building, puzzling, knitting, crocheting, whatever you're into. I appreciate it, and I'm happy that you enjoy that, and don't let people take that away from you. So this mobile game gets a whole hullabaloo. Now with Watch Dogs coming up, the new Watch Dogs, they sent out an email to players having them select a team so that it would build a trailer. Essentially a way for Watch Dogs to make their customers advertise for them. So you get this email from them, and then it says, build your team. So you build it, and then you see this trailer, and then, you get to do the work for them and advertise. A pretty lame marketing thing, but wait, there's more. It wasn't just that. It was a Trojan horse social justice initiative, my friend. Got an email saying, choose your team, and we'll make a trailer out of it, or something like that. You pick a bunch of playable NPCs, and when you're done, your trailer will pop up with a statistic. What is that statistic? Well, this is what happens. You're in the 37% of people who have selected a majority of male recruits. Revolution has no gender. Retry. So it's basically like forcing you. It's trying to look, I'm not going, all right, I know that, people that do this kind of stuff will gaslight and say, oh, the courting's just overreacting. It was whatever. There's no agenda here. If there's no agenda, why are they trying to have you, they want you to retry? It's like, you failed. Retry and do it right. Now, what is the correct amount? I don't know. You can see this. It's cool, but I feel like there's some agenda pushing here, and it's kind of dumb. I agree, it's a little forced. Just a little? Nah, I say that naturally. It's probably Ubisoft trying to please the woke crowd after all the bombshells that dropped on them lately. For frick's sake, now the world stops because 37% of people didn't choose a male recruit. Why is that even celebrated? I didn't talk to any men today. Where's my applause? We all know about the rampant issues in Ubisoft. You think this solves it? That's actually a good question. Because if you have been following the stuff with Ubisoft, most of the stories, by the way, are about how their executives are a bunch of creeps. Fires creative director, fires Assassin's Creed Valhalla, creative director over misconduct, and there's a whole bunch of others that have been going on. New claims show a cycle of misconduct at Ubisoft. These are all in the last 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah, of course, this is meant to try and please the woke crowd. Is this hurting anything? No, just, you know, I didn't have a lot of interest in this game in the first place. Now I have zero interest in it. That's okay, right? Like the She-Ra weirdos will be like, man, baby, cry more about the stupid social justice in your video game. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not upset about it. That's what, you know, don't let people gaslight you like that. Where they try to pretend like you're making such a huge deal out of it and you're just being ridiculous. Look, I make 5, 6, 7 videos a day. I'm not going to lose sleep over not buying Watch Dogs. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. It's not a big deal. I wasn't even into it in the first place. But, you know, people who are into it, this is probably not going to turn many people off. It's a stupid marketing thing that's just become normal these days. And it's just funny. I tried a group with a female majority, and it said, just don't be surprised if a man tries to appoint himself as leader. That can't possibly be true. That can't be. If I want to see that can't be true. Hold on a second. Let me see if I have the email. Well, I didn't have the email. I checked their website pretty briefly. I couldn't find the builder for it. So I had an email from Ubisoft on the 1st. And I even have like an Ubisoft account. So maybe this is only for people who pre-ordered it or something like that. It's just a joke in my opinion, or should call it a fact, because male often do that in the real world. It's just an echo of the real world. So relax. I try the same for you. I mean, yeah, it isn't the end of the world. But maybe Ubisoft should worry about all the creeps. Oh. Here we go. Wait, what's this say? Edit, found it. Perfect mix. Watch Dogs. Wonder if the messages change. What other messages there? I had this emailed to me. As far as I know, it hasn't changed for me. If you pick 3 males and say, it'll say 3 dudes on a lot of protein. Wouldn't want to be in that room. And 3 female NPCs, it makes a Charlie's Angel reference. That is interesting. I guess at least most it's supposed to be jokes. I got the, like 4% of the users, you picked recruits under 30 years old, agile, strong, and full of motivation. But is their attention span long enough to bring down Albion? Okay, so maybe there's just some jokes. Like, maybe. Well, I couldn't find it. Either way, all I can say safely is that maybe Ubisoft should probably just worry about the pests inside their own walls. I mean, look, if the reality is that then 63% of people are picking a majority of female recruits. It says revolution has no gender. You're in the 37% of people who have selected a majority of male recruits. That means 63% of people are selecting a majority female recruits. So, good. So gamers aren't against females in games then. I guess. That appears to be their message. Thanks, Ubisoft. Very cool. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.